Hello, welcome back to New Meta Podcast. We're on to episode 181, the final episode, we certainly hope, of our tier list.
Of the pod.
Yeah, the final episode of all time. We've done the shards, that's all that anyone cares about now. Will we make it to Zeus in our review of every Dota 2 Aghanim shard? We'll continue to fill up our incredible Taco-inspired tier list that Adam's been graciously compiling for us. We're on to Marcy, but just before we jump right ahead, do some hellos, some kind introductions. Our very own high MMR carry / secretly support Marco Taco, welcome.
Thank you. I feel like Adam's tier list, because I feel like the PMA bottom tier, or the non-PMA bottom tier, deserved an upgrade last week. I feel like this week, not the game knowledge, that doesn't exist, the hero pool, I feel like, deserves a bit of an upgrade. My last 6 games, I've had 6 different heroes, so
wow.
I feel like we need to move these tiers around, but nonetheless, we'll keep them the same consistency.
Nice. And just briefly, how's your Dota week been?
So I do need to quickly do a tangent about the most toxic game I've ever had in my life. Yeah. I did give a bit of warning to the WhatsApp that this was the most toxic game of my life. So the last 3 have been pretty toxic, honestly. Like the last 2 are kind of soft toxic, maybe expected for unranked. My last one, I win the roll for 1. The guy randoms, gets pos 1 Slarks, I'm forced to a pos 5. Visage, but carry a Chikiro. The one before, me and Dynamic, we have me and Dynamic duo, we have another duo and then a solo. Someone in the second duo stack wanted pos 3, didn't get it, instead goes Jungle Legion. But what's phenomenal about it is that we play a 50-minute game, 50 minutes of life, and this pos Jungle Legion goes 0 kills, 9 deaths, 2 assists. 0-9-2. 50 minutes. So they don't just grief like... That's a score. They don't just go, I'll grief laning mid-game. They literally grief for 50 minutes. I am not playing Dota. I am not participating. But they're in a duo stack. And their party member is this 1k rank immortal pos 4 Kotl that from minute 5 is a hyper carry, doing bits, and the Legion's just AFK. So what's going on? So Dynamic solo pos 1, Juggernaut bottom, because he doesn't have a support, but then Kotl goes, pos 4 Kotl goes ham farmer, granted is a good player. Then the pos 3 Sand King goes boots of travel first, hard farmer. We've got a pos 4 but is a Jungle Legion that literally hits creeps for 50 minutes. And then I'm a mid Necro who hits creeps. So it's just fucking painful to play. So we're winning the first 30-35 minutes, but it's painful because we've got 5 cores. So painful to play. But then because we've got a pos 4 Legion a Legion that doesn't exist, and then they have a PA that is a PA, and we've got a Dynamics kind of struggled, and I'm a Necro, and then our Kotl, it's like they got a PA that's going to win the game eventually. Eventually they win after 50 minutes. So it was just kind of pretty toxic, maybe standard. What are the comms?
Horrendous comms? Or is it just
comms?
Gameplay, toxic gameplay?
Kind of PMA toxicity, honestly. Like the Legion and Kotl just doing chat wheels, so like pretty standard, pretty fine. Like actually no voice or text. But right. I probably made Dynamics' life worse by whining, but I was just like, this is so frustrating to play. This is a custom game. We are not playing Dota. We're playing 5 cores. One of them's griefing for 50 minutes. There is no Dota. The enemy team's trash. We can win if we want to, but we're choosing not to. It's just awful. Then the one before that is the one I was messaging you guys about. So this is a bit of a rant.
That wasn't the most toxic one?
That wasn't the most toxic one. So this one, that wasn't the most toxic one. That's just like, slightly worse than average unranked. The one prior, it's a solo queue, alright? Feeling brave. So on my team, we've got a pos 5 Potom, pos 1 Morph, context is the pos 1 morph maybe gets slapped a bit, but goes to jungle quickly, and then for the rest of the game, because unhappy or struggled a bit. The pos 5 Potom builds Maelstrom, doesn't play pos 5, seemingly tilted the morph to Oblivion. Alright, don't have a pos 5, doesn't buy wards. Okay, pretty kind of griefy. And then in the off lane, we've got a Windranger and Pango. And I think the Pango kind of did alright, tried and stuff, but the Windranger was a bit weird. Didn't really buy wards. I didn't see the Windranger or Pango grief, but like I'm seeing in text, report Pango, report Windranger. So there's some kind of animosity going on there. And then I'm mid-storm, honestly doing so much work, carrying. Muted my whole team pretty quickly. But we got this like, this kind of horrible team cohesion. Multiple players like the Morph and Potom grief in the game. The Morph didn't come out of woods for kind of 30 minutes. Potom's not existing. It's really difficult times. But then this isn't the only thing. Like, I mute all my team, and I'm tilted by the all chat of just the enemy team. So it's so toxic that I have to mute all of the enemy team because they're kind of talking to each other, but then talking to my team. On top of this, I've never seen more pauses in my life. Honestly, if Adam was in this game, I would want like police to go to his house because he might self-harm. Adam could not have coped. Adam could not have coped. I was nearly like tears in the eyes, kind of. Why are we pausing this much? Like, how are we talking this much? Unbelievable. So I have to mute the enemy team because they're flaming us, but then they're flaming each other. And it turns out on the enemy team, they have a Wraith King that went jungle because he didn't get pos 1. And then I think that was the kind of only kind of toxic stuff. But again, they're somehow talking to us or talking to themselves on all chat, just horrendous. Eventually we lose because, I mean, half our team's kind of griefing and they've got like a 4-core lineup. Wraith King, Clink, Sniper, Pudge, as expected in an unranked. It's like all 4 just got farming for 40 minutes and then they eventually win. But then this enemy Clink, so I end up having kind of 5-minute conversation with post-game because they're the most lunatic, like I'm 12 years old XD kind of person you can imagine. Like this player's bottom 4 net worth all game and then his highest net worth at 45 minutes once they've won, and then starts giving it all this big chat like I'd been doing some all chat nice exclamation marks with every person in the game muted kind of thing. Like that's my contribution to the toxicity. Like do some sick gank on Clinks and then all chat nice exclamation mark. It's pretty fine. But after the game finishes, he's like going ham on me, like proper trying to get me, but just saying like this most stupid, dumb 12-year-old stuff. And I have a big chat with him, being like, "Your life's a joke. What are you doing?" On it. So I
sounds like you went deep into this game a little bit. Post game at least.
Post game I went a little bit deep, but honestly, like I was deep despite having 9 players paused, not paused, like muted. Like how is it possible that on a So, yeah, that game just went to new levels, honestly. And usually I'm the one that's tilting or, like, trying to, like, get into the head of the enemy or anything like this. And obviously I'm mid, and I solo kill the mid sniper and an all chat. No, I don't even all chat, I just tip. That's standard.
You love a niggle on all chat. You love that.
I do love that, but in this case, it was just a tip. And I'm tipping every game, and I'm tipping. If I'm mid and I get a 1v1 solo kill, like, obviously I'm tipping. And as we've said before, tippings mean jack shit now. Like, they're not actually that, like, negative. Like, tips just fly out. So, that's my first contribution. And then my later contributions are, everyone's muted, but I'll all chat nice after I get a gank or something. But then somehow I get dragged into it post-chat. Oh, man. But just the combination of the number of pauses, like, I'm not one to get tilted by kind of doing, like, bad etiquette, but even I was getting pushed. So if someone like Adam was in the game, they're fully abandoning, I just swear to you. So anyway, those are my games.
Nice, good games.
Yeah,
some exciting stuff. I'll blast through mine just by saying that 1-8 win streak, full page of greens. Absolutely loving it. Had a good game with Lich that Marco was in. Had a TA. Most of these games Marco's been in. I played a Lone Druid solo, which was fun, where I got absolutely ruffled in lane, and then came back and won because I had a Beastmaster and an Ench, and we just took towers in like half a second. Had a Mag, a Pugna, a couple Necros. Necro's the only repeating hero, so to be honest, if you're playing Necro and unranked, you probably should have a lot of greens, many greens, because that's quite a sweaty one to pull out. But yeah, I'm loving it. Good times. How's it been on your patch, Adam?
Marco over here puffing out his chest. 6 games, 6 different heroes. So I casually go look at my Dota buff, 14 games in a row with a different hero.
Wow.
He's got a ways to go before we can up the hero pool tier.
Still middle.
Also, one game a hero pool does not make, sir.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. I told you guys about playing a 4 Enigma earlier, and I think their enemy offlane was Anti-Mage Warlock, and we had a Brew, so I just jungled. And then I got a Helm of the Dominator. And then I got a Troll Summoner, and I made 2 rounds of Skeletons, plus Eidolons, and I took the tier 2 mid at 11 minutes. So that was
seems reasonable.
Cool. Yeah. Seems
good old skellies.
Pretty reasonable. That these skeleton boys can just yoink a tower and give you complete map control.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game. So that was cool. And then every now and again I get to be last pick as a 5. That's very fun. And our team had already, so we had a 1 Storm Spirit, a 2 Puck, 3 Brew Master, and then a 4 what's the squirrel lady called? Hoodwink. This is like, well, we don't really hit buildings, so what's a 5? So I gotta go get Jakiro or Shadow Shaman. Those are pretty boring. How about a 5 Leshrac? So that was fun. Nice. You can Storm Spirit pull into a Split Earth. I got the Ag Shard right at 15 minutes, and I know we covered it last week. I said, it's S tier for annoyance, but you never stun anybody twice in a row. And I just need to make some clips of this thing, because the first time I get it and use it at post 15 minutes, I get a triple stun.
Cool.
It goes off 3 times and stuns this Dragon Knight, and they just are so confused. They don't know what's happening. They just stay in it. And nice. Then our last fight at 50 minutes into the game also got a triple stun to go off, and it's just you guys have known I've had this thing for 35 minutes.
Yeah. I love Lesh Shard.
It's crazy. It's a crazy item. Crazy Shard is just let's take Roche. I'll throw down 2 sets of these, so anybody that tries to even jump into the Roche to take it, they're going to get stunned. Or, they're about to push into you, or you're about to siege high ground.
Mm-hmm.
Throw down a couple of splitters, and then 25, get your extra... What's the W called?
Diabolic Edict.
Get your extra Edict explosions. Just rip through buildings.
Yeah. It's always funny.
5 positions that push. Pretty nasty.
Yeah. The funny one with Lesh is when you pop Edict out of vision, but within tower range, and so you look to your mid tower and you just see it ticking down massively and to nothing, and you're like, there's a Lesh hiding in our trees. That's always a funny one, or smoked or something. I
don't think I ever got it to work, because Agasso was they had a faceless voice. It was I'll just throw it on a Split Earth and a Chrono. And I don't think I ever got that to work. But in theory, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, if you have the Shard and the Void has to parry back and forth and predict when it's going to go off. I've seen that a few times. It's quite funny. Marco was talking about the most griefy game of all time, or the most toxic game of all time. How about the most toxic Shard of all time? Marcy's Shard. Rebound can be set to autocast to throw the targeted unit instead of rebounding off it. So you can throw your allies into death, into the fountain, into whatever you want.
I don't get the wording.
Yeah, I've purchased this before and I still don't know what it does.
If the video on the website is anything to go by, you cast the spell like you would normally.
Rebound or?
Rebound, yeah.
Yeah.
You rush to the target, and then instead of rebounding off them yourself, they rebound. So you bounce.
What direction?
The direction that you've vector targeted.
Oh,
so it's like a walrus kick.
So you take their place and then throw them the way you wanted to.
Yeah. That's right.
That could be kind of good. And you also, I'm sure, still give them the movement speed bonus and stuff.
Yeah, I presume so.
So you don't
yes,
cast.
Definitely.
You don't cast the suplex spell.
No, you don't
cast
cast the suplex spell. No.
So you can get like a double suplex because you do this and you suplex the shard and then do another suplex.
Why would you get 2 suplexes?
Because casting rebound on them or with the shard, you're like displacing them. But
you're saying offensively suplexing a teammate into...
Can you only do it with teammates?
Yeah, you can't throw an enemy with a rebound.
Okay, so you could...
We're talking about the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could rebound on an ally and that suplexes them. But you can't... I thought you can suplex an ally, so you could do 2 suplexes. You can suplex an ally.
We're not suplexing anyone with this spell, this shard, though.
We are walrus kicking a teammate.
No, but yeah, you're suplexing them from using the rebound shard.
I don't know why you're stuck on calling it suplex when that's...
Can we call one thing rebound and the other thing suplex?
Well, you rebound on them, and then you're telling me the shard moves them somewhere.
Yeah, it doesn't stun or anything, though.
No, but you're moving them like you would move someone in
What's the cue called? Dispose?
Suplex.
Dispose, yeah.
Yeah, dispose does not come into the equation of this whatsoever.
No.
I know you're calling the kick or the moving them a suplex, but literally it's a rebound because that's what rebound does normally. So instead of
you jumping off,
they jump.
Yeah.
So there's no suplex to be had.
Yeah, you're suplexing them. Shard is actually too confusing to...
Yeah, but it doesn't stun. It doesn't stun when they land, so it's not
it's just
a
movement thing, yeah. Soft suplex.
Here's a tough one for Marco. What's the name of Marcy's E called?
Oh, I have played Marcy. Oh, is there a Grace in there? A G?
No. I wouldn't have known this unless I just looked. Presumably Adam's going to know.
No. You've already missed... I almost didn't know Hoodwink's name today. And I already didn't know Diabolic Edict.
Yeah, true.
So...
Sidekick?
Oh, I knew that.
I was going to say Lifesteal. It's...
Lifesteal, yeah.
Gives Lifesteal.
Bonus thing. Okay, so where's Marcy's shard going? I don't think we should put it... I think it's got to be game knowledge tier or below. It's not
I think
good.
so. I haven't seen it make impact.
I've never seen it do anything. I actually wouldn't mind seeing it go mental stability.
The hero is not very popular right now. So it could be sneaky okay.
It's got to be bad, because the whole point of Marcy in your kit, when you're playing it 4, is that you fly in and use all your spells and then die, or if you have a BKB, survive for a bit and get 2 loads of spells off. You're spending 1,400 gold to, like, not even have the ability to, like,
what if this is 5 Marcy, and instead of initiating, you kick someone else in to initiate, and you're giving them movement speed and stuff, and then you're a save person with Dispose. You're saving your teammates by...
Yeah, it sounds like Dispose is now a save.
And, like, imagine you kick in, like, a Tide or a CK or a Brewmaster or something.
Yeah, it sounds like a save, and then you suplex, say, an enemy, or you've just got a second save with your suplex, so... I don't think it's...
Oh, yeah, you can save, because you can just kick them in another direction. You can kick them away and just take the L for your team.
Yeah. It's like a Venge swap, almost.
Ooh, I'm getting talked up into middle tier.
So this spell's very easy to understand if you just use the notion of
If you,
suplex.
you just call it suplex, yeah.
But given it's so confusing and we've never seen it, and we're still a bit
I
unconvinced.
still think game knowledge. I'm happy to go.
I think
I'd
we give it
I'd agree.
game knowledge plus. Game knowledge asterisk.
Okay.
If you shift your paradigm of what the hero is supposed to be doing, maybe it is good.
Yeah.
Like if you just kick someone in and sidekick them while they're in midair, and then you'd be buffing your carry or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
let's try.
We got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, we got to pick up the pace. Mars, double spear.
Or
Situationally very good. Sometimes I think you can grief yourself.
With the fire as well?
how do you grief yourself?
Maybe you don't want to push two people away. Maybe you only would push one away.
That is...
I think this happens.
That's exceptionally contrived.
I'm not sure I've ever seen someone get 2 heroes with this, honestly.
Oh, I get this all the time. You get 2 heroes all the time with it.
Yeah, no, very good. I think...
Alright, fine.
Especially with Marco's refresher build.
Oh,
I don't think... I might...
flow.
Yeah, game flow, yeah. I'm going to veto outplay today. It's not that good.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's not
not.
outplay.
No way, it's S. It's just...
Yeah.
It is very good, though.
Alright.
3.5 seconds stun.
I don't know how it interacts with illusions. Like, does it
reckon
only
it
catch
was-
heroes normally?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Then,
Alright.
but still, the
Oh, yeah.
fire's pretty solid too.
Quick tangent on that. The fact that it only hits heroes, not illusions, makes it so good against a PL.
Yeah.
And I've had that a couple of times where there's a million illusions, but you're guaranteed to get PL. So
Yeah. Naga as well. It's nice against that.
Naga, yeah.
And you can shove a wave safely without having to W it as well. If you're only worried about like pushing waves, the fire can clean up
Yeah.
the rest. So
Okay, let's go to Medusa. Cold-blooded, so you get a new ability, and it's the one where when you get targeted with a spell, a single target mystic snake is sent back towards the enemy.
is
I
that
think
S?
Oh, you think it's S?
I don't know. It's like I think maybe at one time it was. I don't know. I mean, isn't the hero really strong right now?
It's strong and it is core, but it's...
But it's not the reason why the hero's strong.
Yeah. With Ags, it's insane. The combo with Ags is insane because you stone them, and I get situationally it's absolutely nuts against the right lineup with targeted spells that they need to cast on you.
That becomes 6.6k gold.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think Mystic Snake is really strong.
Yeah.
And the Mystic Snake bouncing is really strong, but this doesn't bounce. It's just the one.
Yeah.
But that's still good because every amount of mana you get is effective HP. And then, like you say, if you stone someone,
Yeah.
it becomes extra good. So I think it's kind of like the Kunkka Shard, where the sum of all the movement abilities becomes very good, whereas this is like in a late game build, it's just like another thing that continue. It's like very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you get that right at 15.
I think it's game flow tier because it's absolutely bonkers with Ags, but then you're sort of considering it with Ags is not that reasonable. It should sort of be considered in a vacuum where it's good, but it's not S tier. But you are also buying it almost always, unless you're getting it from Roche.
If we're calling it
game flow.
like, you know, if it's game flow if you buy it every game, right? It has to be.
Yeah, surely.
If it's good enough that you buy it every game.
I suppose, do you always go the Ag Shard route on Deucer? I feel like maybe sometimes you don't. You just go like Manta, Skadi, Daedalus, and then get
How many
MKB
games
or
are there
something.
0 targeted abilities?
Yeah. It's true. I think game flow is reasonable. I'm happy to go with
All right.
that.
Defer to stand on the next hero.
The Meepster, the Geomancer. So this is the one where, as long as there's a Meepo within 300 radius of yourself, you can fling towards one of the Meepos in a 900 AoE, which deals 100 damage on impact and slows movements of enemies by 50% on a 14-second cooldown. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in mental stability tier instantly.
Yep.
It's absolute garbage. I've never seen it. I've tried it a couple of times and it's been absolutely appalling. It's just really, really bad. And yeah, there's nothing else to be said. I feel like we can just move on from this one.
What if it was Dig instead?
Oh, then it'd be sick. Dig is nuts. I think Dig's pretty nuts, and it's also the Ags. So if it was Dig, it would be probably S tier for 1.4k.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I agree. I think Dig is good, but I don't know if it's 4.2k good. But it's definitely 1.4k good.
Oh yeah. Marco, what do you reckon about Leap on Morana? Can you tell me what the shard does?
Hey, none of that disrespectful questioning. Gives you well, actually, it did change, so now I'm less familiar. Something like a AoE claw thing, something stupid like this.
Well, they fixed it. It used to have Dragon Slave animation.
Oh yeah,
I think they gave it its own little animation now and sound.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
like
pretty dumb.
Jump and claw effect now. Do you get attack speed buff still, or is it actually just jump and claw? It's like, okay, movement speed slow.
You can still get an extra
damage.
leap.
Yeah, the extra leaps. Nice. Okay, you get the attack speed bonus from the normal. I actually think it's quite good on Core Potem, but Core Potem just never gets much showing. And again, largely for just an extra leap. But even then, I feel like it's worse than it used to be. Are you getting it on a support? Nah.
No.
Second to bottom tier. Honestly, I don't think it's great.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I'd agree with that. Game flow. So who have we got next? Monkey King 7.0. Yeah. What's his shard? Isn't it? Is it a talent? Is it the one where you bounce from tree to tree really quick?
No, I think it's the Mischief. Isn't that not a Mischief thing?
I'm actually not sure.
Like it widens the window of invincibility or something, and lowers the cooldown or something. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Do you get 0.5 seconds of invincibility and the cooldown goes to 8 seconds or something like that? Yeah, that must be it. Yeah. So the cooldown goes from 15 to 8, so basically half. And the time of no damage being taken goes from 0.2 to 0.5. Half a second is kind of reasonable for dodging stuff, I suppose. I actually have no idea how good this one is. Does anyone have a handle on this one?
Monkey?
Yeah. I don't think you get it, do you?
You can disjoint projectiles now.
Oh, that's part of it. Okay.
Got BKB though. I don't think it's how niche does the game have to be for that to be useful.
I didn't even realize that movement slowed you before, but they get rid of that too. Yeah, it sets you to 200 move speed.
Remember when you could dodge stuns with Mischief? That was
surely you can
dodging
with
RP
a half second.
Wait, if
I
you
don't think
disjoint him,
you can't dodge stuns though. They changed that, didn't they? Or is that a shard thing? Now you can dodge stuns
you
again.
can disjoint a projectile then.
But you can't.
Yeah,
dodge
like a
stuns,
magic missile, you could disjoint
for
sure.
Yeah.
You used to be able to dodge RP and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It used to be like Manta dodge.
I mean,
I suppose it kind of is still like Manta dodge.
I feel like it's one of these middle tiers. It's obviously good, but are you really buying it?
I don't think you want to buy on a monkey. Like, you love items so much.
Yeah, you love items. Any shard is going to help, but it's not like it's changing your game. You've got a BKB as a core monkey, so what's this to do?
Hero pool tier or game knowledge tier?
I wouldn't mind putting it game
knowledge, I think.
Knowledge.
Okay. Seeing Lesh in hero pool tier makes me think, game knowledge tier.
A reminder to everybody that the tiers are Marco outplay tier is the top.
Yeah.
Then game flow tier. Then hero pool tier is the middle. Then Marco's game knowledge is second from the bottom, and his mental stability is bottom.
which is in debate right now.
Yeah,
in the house of new meta.
Morphling. This is the multi-shot on adaptive strike, and increases stun duration by 1 second. I don't play Morph ever and don't understand the hero, so I'm not qualified to answer this.
These shards on the carries feel so meh. Like, I just feel like they don't matter. Double adaptive strike, so who cares?
Yeah. I don't. The question, I think we can just move on from this one quick. It's just, is it going in?
Second to bottom.
Second bottom. Alright, it's not as bad as some of these really, really bad ones, I guess. Okay, let's go to Naga Siren. This is the heal. 5% of their max HP per second on Song of the Siren. Any objections to this going hero pool? I think this is a middling tier. I don't think it's bad.
Well, all it does is heal? This isn't the ensnare. Is that the Ags?
No, that's the Ags.
Okay, it's literally just a heal whilst you song.
Alright, get hero pool or
how many? What's the
game
heal?
That sounds awful.
Per second? Like how many percent?
5% of max HP per second.
So what is it, like 35% heal?
Yeah.
I don't know how long song is.
Yeah,
Is
7
it
seconds.
Yeah, so in a support world, I think it's good.
I think it's good on support, obviously. The question is just, is that enough to make it an actual thing? I don't mind whether this goes middle tier or second bottom tier, personally.
Probably second from the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
It's just too expensive for something that's like
so luxury.
Maybe useful. Yeah, luxury is a good way to put it.
Naga Siren. Sorry, not Naga Siren. Nature's Prophet.
S tier and move on, or
this one. Oh god, this is the Megatreants.
I'm not sure about S, but definitely top 2.
Yeah,
Megatree. Plus, this got the block potential. If they try and quelling out, they're just a big tree.
It's true. I'm not sure it's S. Just looking at some of these other S tiers, or maybe like Game Flow near the top of Game Flow. It's definitely one of the best Game Flow tiers, but I'm not sure it's as good as like Death Prophet or Dazzle or CK or Chen or DK or something.
Okay.
Adam seeded that one to us.
S tier and move on for Necro.
Yeah,
unless they.
I actually think this one is S tier. Yeah.
Did they touch it up?
True, I don't know. There's been a patch 7.31. What is it? 7.31A or C? That I haven't looked at, so I don't know what they've changed. But I actually think this one is S tier. This one's absolutely just stupid.
Cooldown's gone up 2 seconds, mana up 25, but I still think it warrants S. 16 seconds is long, but you're doing a lot of work with this shard. Like every 16 seconds, it's consistently valued.
20,
I mean, that plus your Q, you clear a wave.
Yeah.
You instantly kill a hero. If you have you seen the stupid builds where people go blink? Like blink shard, and they literally blink on someone, press Q and ult them, and then they're dead. It's like, or rather, they blink Deathseeker, ult, Q, and they just die, and then you get Dagon, and you keep killing them the whole game.
Because the Deathseekers, it gives them magic amp.
It gives 25% magic resist reduction.
25% reduction.
Which is better than magic amp, because it scales better, because you remove like the auto 25. So it's like more effective than 25% magic amp. It's absolutely bonkers. And obviously the heal, the save potential on allies is nice sometimes as well.
Like an E-Blade.
Yeah, like an E-Blade, yeah. It's
E-Blade,
stupid.
it's basically an E-Blade, given it does damage, and then this magic reduction.
It is basically an E-Blade, yeah.
And it's better, because then you've got this AoE effect as well for farming.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
Night Stalker. This is So, do you want to talk about this one, Adam? Have you bought this?
You can eat a creep and gain health and mana.
That's so lame. That's just clean.
A sizable amount of health and mana. And you can eat ancients, which is kind of pog.
Mixed with Death Pact. Is it good? Is it as good as Death Pact, or is it... or what?
Well, it's burst heal.
That's nice. I like that. So burst heal is cool. Like Nundred's ult.
Know the numbers. Probably should look at the numbers.
Cannot target ancients during the daytime. Interesting. Should we just throw this? Should we just throw a suggestion out there for Night Stalker?
Okay, you get 35% of your health back, 35% of your mana back.
That's pretty nice.
Max health and mana.
Yeah.
You gotta imagine a scenario where you're like flying movement through the trees. You eat and it doesn't matter what size creep, you're getting the full 35%.
It's tough because you just never see the hero. Middle, or do we think it's better than that? I think it's game flow.
I think it's middle.
Okay. Max middle.
Max middle, okay.
I think it's sneaky good, but we're just not seeing it right now.
Alright, max middle, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I expect. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nyx Assassin. I remember when... Is it still the same one where you lower magic resist? This used to be crazy. Do you remember when Nyx was just one-shotting everyone with Shard and Dagon and E-Blade? But I don't think it's that good anymore. Partly because the hero's not that good anymore. I don't feel like there's a lot to say on this one. I think it's just quite average. It doesn't fundamentally change the hero like it used to, because the hero doesn't one-shot every hero in the game anymore.
I think we can put it fourth from the top, second from the bottom.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Ultimately, you're buffing up Vendetta, which is such a high cooldown, and therefore what you gain from it is not that more amazing than Vendetta itself. If you're one-shotting a hero, then fair enough. But if you're just using Vendetta in collaboration with another hero, then 1.4k gold to do a bit more magic damage is not that good. You need help to kill the hero in any case. So, cool. Ogre Magi. This is definitely one you see a lot because it's a popular hero. It fits the kit very well. Support orientated, fire shield. Do you have an initial bid on this one, Marco? You're a fan of Ogre.
Yeah, I've never felt impressed by it.
Okay.
I'm trying to... I want to put it second bottom.
Really? I think it's better than that. I think it's middle.
Really? What's its cooldown? 16-second cooldown.
I mean, it's just something to throw on a core. Damage reduction's good.
But for 3 instances? 3 attacks?
Yeah, you get Lagooned, Finger of Death.
Is it just attacks, though, rather than instance? It says attacks.
3 attacks, yeah.
PA.
Smart. 3 PA crits, yeah. What do you reckon, Adam? Where's it going? You can decide.
Oh, I don't know. You can throw it on a tower. How much damage do the fireballs do?
125.
Just 375 damage. I mean, it's just like middling, I think.
I feel like it would be too much to put it middle tier. Like, is it really worth this gold?
I said middling. I guess middling doesn't mean middle to me. It means...
Yeah, I think it's just a bit meh.
Alright, cool. There it goes. Omni Knight, the power of omniscience. You get your old friend, Degenaura, greatly degenerates the movement capabilities of enemy units that stray too near. So a 40% movement slow in a 400 radius. You get your old friend back. Is it good
Yeah,
though?
I don't know. It's just it's a buffed. It's a little bit buffed, right? It's like 40% slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of.
I think it's bad, yeah.
So
Degen
Shard
Aura's...
gets Degen Aura.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That sounds close to bottom.
That could be bottom, yeah. I actually wouldn't mind seeing it go bottom, maybe. Although I'm looking at an Immortal Faith guide and a Tortellini guide where it says you go Phase, Wand, Echo, Shard. But I think that there's a Shard. That might be old Shard. I don't know if these guides get updated. Now, forget the guides. We go alone on new meta. I think it's bad.
Yeah.
Degen Aura used to only be good in the lane anyway, really. And you're getting this at 15 minutes.
It's like one of those where, yeah, you're slowing someone 40% in the middle of the fight, and then they realise, oh wait, I can just kill you.
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
Sounds bad.
Oracle? Is this the really funky one where... Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is the really weird one. Do you know what this is? Just can anyone tell me what this is?
Is it not...
Invisibility on Jolt?
Yeah. False Promise has a 0.2 second fade delay invisibility. That's kind of hilarious. And
that used to be the original ult. When he first came out, his ult used to give invis, yeah, so...
And then they made it a talent, and now it's a Shard.
Surely this is absolute trash bottom tier. There's no argument for this not being bottom, surely.
You might as well just buy a Glimmer with the gold, and then cast Glimmer the same time you cast ult.
I don't understand. Is that literally all it does? It makes them invis? So you're spending 1.4k gold to, like, make an enemy spend 60 gold on dust?
Yeah, but think if they've spent 30 dust charges, then you get your economic return.
Yeah. Bottom tier? Yeah.
I've put it very... Really, very...
Of course, it's so
it does seem
bad,
pretty
surely.
pointless. It does seem pretty pointless.
Maybe
Maybe it's OP though in pubs though, just to kind of...
Oh yeah, in pubs, yeah.
Bounce
I mean,
back.
obviously,
Yeah,
S
but like,
tier in pubs.
you throw that on a carry, they're going to attack and break the invis, so like, what's the point?
Yep. I can't argue with that. Outworld Destroyer grants... So I've not seen this. Grants an additional 5% mana capacity steal to Astral Imprisonment. Also allows allies to move at... Oh, this is the movement thing.
Yeah. I didn't know about that first part. The
60% movement speed during Astral, and they're like
move
grayed out.
during Astral that's Pog.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good, but it's Pog.
I hate that just from a
so
mechanics
annoying,
point of view. That you're banished from the universe and then you're just fucking moving.
And you can move, and you banish someone with a haster, and they just can run at haste speed.
Yeah, and it's triggering seeing their like grayed out hero on the map but untargetable and like not in the game but also moving. It's kind of annoying. I'd almost prefer it if you couldn't see your hero while they were moving and just had to right click in a direction, then he comes out of Astral. I don't think it's that good though. I think it's, ODs aren't really buying this item, particularly unless you're against like some Chrono or something. So I think Hero Port at the most, at the absolute most. Middle tier at the most, that is.
I think I can live with that.
It might even be lower, to be honest. It might just be like actual trash.
I'm just imagining a support OD.
Yeah. I actually am going to make a bid for it to go game knowledge. I actually think it's so bad thinking about it. I just don't feel like you ever see it. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much though. Let's move on. We haven't even made it to Pugna, the proverbial Pugna checkpoint. Let's smash through some easy ones. This is the roll-up. Pango roll-up. I think surely this is either S tier or A tier.
I would have said middle.
You get every Pango gets it every game. That's what making me think it's S tier.
Does that mean it's S? I feel like that's just because Pango... does that mean it's so good? Just because Pango is so... Its kit is so orientated around this bullshit ball mechanic stuff. But does that
No, it's not just that. You disjoint... You're magic immune. You like disjoint and you can't be stunned.
And you wait for them to come out and then you stun and kill them. Like, I don't think it's good outside of your ult combo chain stun mechanic. I think as a standalone, it is not good. I think it's only good in conjunction with the ult. I think in conjunction with the ult, it's second tier. A standalone, middle. Adam, what do you think?
Wow. Controversial. I think the opposite. I think it's overrated in the ult and it's sick out of the
overrated in the ult, but this shard is what makes the ult a 10-second lockdown. Without
if you're just good at Pango, you just get it in the right place anyway.
A.
Alright, fine, let's go A. I'm happy with that
flow.
as well. Phantom Assassin, this I actually think is situationally insane, but maybe in a vacuum not that great. You're a fan of knives, you do a pure damage and importantly a break. So against the right heroes, it can be really, really good.
Yeah, the break is insane.
Marco, I'm going to give you the word on this. What do you reckon?
Just because it's a 3-second break. The fact that that's obviously not relevant every game makes me feel like it deserves slap in middle tier.
Fine. Happy with that. I think it's situationally much higher, but yeah, like just overall perspective, sure. Spirit Lance, this is that super annoying Spirit Lance that creates a really strong illusion, and it means that PL can be a carry while also never being in trouble and frustrating stuff like that. I think game flow tier.
Is it good anymore or still good?
Oh, has it been nerfed since it was really, really good?
Well, there was that phase where PL was all about the lances.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's come down. I mean,
probably has come down, yeah.
Is it middle tier? Do you still buy it on?
I think you definitely still buy it. It's still really good. Maybe it's not really, really good. Thinking about it compared to some of these other ones, it's like Luna, Faceless Void are in game flow. I feel like it's as good as those.
Really, as good as a Faceless Void? Or Luna?
Yeah, probably not as good as those. Not as integral to the hero. Like the other two, you're getting them all the time.
Throwing 2 lances.
God, I can't believe Jug's in game flow. That's outrageous.
That is... You've never played Jug. You can't afford.
Alright, fine. Let's go middle.
Middle.
Phoenix.
Sunraider and Egg.
Yeah, what do you reckon about this one, Adam?
Very good.
Alright, I'm happy with that. Defer
game
to
flow,
Adam's
I
judgment.
think.
Second tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mind.
Yeah, it is actually pretty sick, yeah, when you think about
big
it.
Big damage, big heal.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Primal Beast, the Rock Throw, Stone Throw.
Bad.
Still waiting on an Ag Scepter for this guy, by the way. Yeah, this isn't good. I never thought this was that good. People were raving about this on release. I was like, come on. Not sure about that. Wow, we lost Craig, our recording bot. Now we're alone, but it should be fine. Second bottom? I don't think it's trash, but I don't think it's good.
Sure, I think it could be trash, but
yeah,
it's definitely not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Marco, Puck? Can you tell me what this does?
The Waning Rift, which is the W pushback.
Nah, it used to be that. It's not that anymore.
When did all these shards change, honestly?
That's the Scepter now, the Waning Rift pushback thing. Yeah.
Makes me ill.
Which is really bad.
Oh, what? So,
it's the phase shift attack now.
Is it? Okay. So yeah, it's just this stupid cycle of spell into
Spell
shard,
talent, yeah.
into ags, into talent, and it's so annoying how everything cycles around like that.
Yeah.
So okay, phase shift attack. Shard. I don't know if it's good enough.
I think it's bad. I definitively don't think it's even halfway. The only reason phase shift attack was good back in the day is because you got it as a talent, quote unquote, for free, and then you could go right click. Whereas I think Puck now just doesn't go right click at all. Like the non right click build with Kaya Sand and stuff like that is just too good. So you're only getting it like really late when you're transitioning into right click, and then if you're transitioning into right click, you're 1.4k now slower to things like Daedalus.
You're right. It's that timing was what mattered for a Puck right click phase shift attack build. Like you're peaking at 20 minutes with level 15 talent, but can't do that now if you're spending all this on a shard.
Game knowledge probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
S tier, move on.
Who's next? Pudge. It probably should be S tier. It's one of those where in the pubs, like, very few people have read what it does and thought about it in a support perspective. But I think if played correct, is absolutely insane for the saves.
Okay, sure.
Whether it's S, I mean, maybe I'm just too much of a core Pudge to see it that good. Definitely second highest. Is it S? But if you are a support pos 4 Pudge, even then,
I think if you actually think about Pudge as a hero and how much better the hero becomes with Shard, I actually think it probably does justify the S tier.
Yeah, so
like if you give a great player Pudge and say you've got to have the highest impact on this hero, on this like kind of crap hero, I feel like the way to do it is they're getting Shard and they're saving people.
Yeah, that's a good way to reason it.
Okay, we finally made it to Pugna. And I'll take this one because I've seen it a few times and I play Pugna. So in the Nether Ward, it increased... Oh, they've changed it. It used to be that you can suck Nether Ward and it sucks all enemies within a certain distance. But I'm on the thing now and it just says increases cast range by 350. Is that really what it does?
It does that. It does that too.
Oh, so it does the suck thing still. Okay, that's fine then. I don't think it's good. I don't like it personally, but I've seen some Pugnas get it at a quick timing when it can be good. I'm just going to say it's middle tier because situationally it's really nice versus like PL and stuff, but otherwise I think it's bad. I'm happy just to see it go middle. Unless both of you think it's game knowledge, then it can go there.
Nah, middle's fine.
Quap of Pain. Do you know what this one does, Adam?
Silence on
Follow this one. Woo! And the extra damage.
I know what it does.
I forgot for a minute.
One of the best shards in the game, right?
Yeah, this is S tier.
Is it S?
Yes.
Did it not get nerfed a little bit?
Or is it? Am I forgetting nerfs? Maybe
I feel like it was S tier and then the nerf... Let me check change logs. Blink damage down 50. Is that it? Is that the only nerf?
I still think it's S. It's so nuts.
And then little AoE stun. AoE silence. Yeah. Maybe it's still S then.
And you just blink on yourself for like 300 damage on an enemy. It's so sick. I think S tier.
Yeah.
Prizes for anyone who can tell me what Razor's Shard does.
I have a feeling it's old or unstable current movement speed.
Nope. Or, I don't know. I don't think so. Do you know what this one does, Adam?
No.
Storm
It might be
Surge.
that thing where you get targeted by something and you deal damage. I think it might actually give some move speed too, but I don't know.
Causes Storm Surge to have a chance when attacked, and always when targeted with a spell, to release Forked Lightning that strikes the target and other nearby enemies, dealing damage and slowing movement speed. So it is that weird, like, do a weird proc of damage when you get targeted. Didn't that used to be a thing back in the day on Razor, and you could randomly kill, like, stuff across the map, like a really low HP Spirit Breaker charges you and just dies or something, like cross map.
Man, remember when it would just deal damage?
Yeah.
After every so often you would just farm.
Oh, that was so good. Razor was suddenly OP when they changed that. People would just hard farm Razor, yeah. Then they changed it to the ult, and now it's not in the game at all. Yeah. This next one.
What did we say for Razor?
Oh yeah, we didn't even give it a thing. So forgettable. What do you reckon, Adam?
I don't know. I don't play as much Razor anymore. It's probably middle. This might be... I don't know.
I don't think it can justify middle.
It could be bad.
It's probably second bottom or bottom.
Nah, it can't be bottom.
Okay, so I think second bottom then.
Yeah. 18% chance when you are attacked to do 150 damage. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, second bottom.
I think the next one is S and move on.
Richards,
yeah. Ricky, tricky
Ricky. But
Yeah.
they nerfed it.
Oh, did they? Am I just forgetting nerfs this entire episode?
It sleeps for way less time. And it can be dispelled.
Oh, it can be dispelled now. Okay, it's not S anymore then.
What is that? What made it dispel? Like, what are you dispelling it with?
I still think it's nuts. Yeah, I suppose.
There's only what Abaddon and Omni Knight that could dispel Lotus. As if your allies are A, building Lotus, and B, casting it on you when you've been started. No way. Yeah. Is that the only change?
Well, no, it's also just like Oracle, like even softer spells like Oracle,
as if anyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
It's still very, very good.
Still really insane, yeah. Second top, give a bit of respect to the nerfs and put it second top.
Yeah, because it's not... I don't think it's I'm building this every single game, because you could play... but then... If you play POS 4 Ricky, obviously yes. If you build POS 1 Ricky, eventually, maybe. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem as sure as these other S tier ones.
I just think I've had... I'm happy for it to go second tier, so A tier. But if we're listing games where single shards have seemed like the most broken thing I've ever seen in Dota 2, then I feel like Ricky takes place 1, 2, and 3 on that list. I feel like I can count 3 games where I've come out of it thinking Ricky Shard is single-handedly the most nuts item I've ever seen.
That has happened.
We want to give it A or game flow for posterity's sake. Or sake. Just like the good times that were had.
Yeah, I was go game flow.
That Mega Creep comeback. That Mega Creep, or no, not Mega Creep.
Was it, random fifth or something?
Where Marco was Pudge, and I was one Ricky that ended up just being support Ricky. And they dove the fountain over and over, and we won.
Yeah, it is good.
Here's an interesting one. We'll leave that where it is in the second top tier. Telekinesis, you can target yourself or allies, and the throw range is 85% longer. The cooldown's reduced by 30% when targeting allies. The throw delay is reduced by 0.4. I used to think this was really overrated when the throw delay wasn't reduced by 0.5 seconds, because it meant that you were, that's effectively 0.5 seconds of the hero you're saving not moving, if you know what I mean. So it's almost like it's really trash. But now that they've changed that, I think it's much better. I don't know if it's good, though. It could be middle tier. I don't think it's below middle.
You can throw yourself to move around. I mean, we spent so much time talking about suplex. This is basically another suplex.
Yeah. I think you can make an argument for this to be game flow tier, actually, second top, because I think you are always getting this on Rubik now. Okay, it goes
it's
in. It goes
pretty
in.
good.
I haven't heard any objections.
I would say hero pool, but I don't want to see that hero in my games to begin with. So that's just another item that pseudo has no impact. I mean, what's the Rubik has to get Mana Boot, Aether Lens,
Blink, and then a
Blink,
shard, yeah.
and then at what point do they start actually doing things? I don't know, but they can W.
I need to play some Rubik with you, Adam. Change your mind. Or do you reckon, Marco? Then you can have deciding vote.
For Rubes?
Yeah. All right, middle. There it goes. Let's just bash out some real quick ones because we need to be wrapping this up fairly short.
Do you think we can finish? We still have 36 plus. We have 43 heroes left.
Nah, we're gonna do it. I'm not revisiting
40?
43 heroes.
We can't talk about them then?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about them. Sand King, Marco.
He's the one to talk about it.
I feel like middle
You can
because
do a
it's
sentence,
not
yeah.
it's not bad, it's not Omega, but it is useful for the farming. It's not game changing, but I'd say middle.
I've been seeing lots of Sand King, and I've been seeing lots of Sand King Akshard. So
Yeah, so
Yeah, you do see it a lot.
yeah. Shadow Demon, I have no idea. Someone want to just take this?
I don't know what it does.
I literally don't know what it does either, yeah. Does anyone know what it does?
Shadow Demon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're off to a good start.
Demonic Cleanse, I don't know what this is. Cleanses,
yeah.
Cleanses target ally, removing negative buffs for the duration. At the end of the duration, the unit is healed. Units under the effect of disruption can still be targeted by Demonic Cleanse.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of your ult.
Interesting. Is it good?
That sounds pretty good.
Does sound pretty good. Is it good though? It just removes debuffs all the time, but is that
And heal.
and a heal?
Removes debuffs all the time. I think that's pretty... Let's middle tier it and move on.
Yeah, middle tier. Yeah. SF. This is the right click thing. I don't think it's that good, but
the
it's
I think it's
though.
pretty good.
The fear
The
is...
fear is
the
pretty
fear.
good.
True. That is actually really annoying. Second
Fear
top
on
or
a
middle?
right click.
I think for a right click SF, it's every time.
I don't think it's S tier though. So second top.
It's not S, no. It's obviously not
Second
S.
top.
Shackle.
right click.
Shackle. Second top and move on. It's really good.
Or S tier and move on.
I don't think it's S tier. I know you want some other items first. You don't always get it like straight away, if you know what I mean. Marco?
Who's this?
It's the
Shadow
shaman
Shaman,
getting
snake wards.
Yeah, it's wards on Shackle.
I'm not a massive fan.
Alright, second top it is then.
I think that's really fucking
This was
generous.
the original S tier shard.
Really? For the spitty serpents?
It increases range as well.
Oh.
And reduces cooldown, I believe.
Okay,
I can't remember about that.
Those two factors can make it A.
Glaives of Wisdom bounce one time towards the closest enemy, dealing 50% of Silencer's attack damage. This is really bad. Second bottom.
Sure.
Fine.
Skywrath Mage, Shield of the Scion. Every time Skywrath Mage casts an ability, gains a buff.
Bad.
Oh, this is so bad, yeah.
Maybe.
This is one of the worst ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Slardar.
Slardar, is that crush applies your ult?
pays for a short amount of time.
I don't think this is bad because you
I
don't
think
have
it's
to
quite
waste
good.
time casting
Middle?
your ult. Yeah.
There are times where you want, like, say you're against a Ricky, you want to blink stun, apply it, and start hitting. I mean, I think it buys you an extra right click.
Could you hit Ricky through Invis? And then apply it?
Surely.
So you can reveal a Ricky with your W?
Yes, you can.
That's really, really good. It's like a 3. Or a 2.5, to be honest. I don't think it's quite game flow.
Yeah.
We put it in the middle.
Depth Shroud on Slark.
Very good.
Yeah, this one is pretty good.
Extra ult.
Yeah.
I feel like some carries would claim it's S, but highest, and I think it's second highest.
Happy with that. I was going to suggest second highest. I don't think it's definitely not top. Here's another really good one. This could be S,
Snap, push, and stun on the Q.
Yeah, this could be S. Isn't this one insane?
Yeah, I think it's very, very good. You can, like, blink.
Yeah.
Stun.
Yeah.
Go S. I think in pro games, it's every game. It's just auto on Snap.
A Jin Q with this shard is honestly out of this world.
Sniper grenade.
A.
You reckon A?
The movement is insane. The amount of movement you get off of this. The disarm of the person you're throwing it on basically lets you throw this, get a little bit of separation, and then get a full take aim off on them. And you can just move around the map with it. It's like a mini blink.
I've got to let it go. Don't have enough time to argue, and I'm not. I don't know. Alright, fine.
Mini blink.
I feel like I never want to buy it on Sniper, but it does also. That is a compelling argument.
It's very strong.
Okay. Dispersion. 300 damage. Every 300 damage absorbed will trigger a spectral dagger to be launched at the last player controlled attacker, occupying a max of once every 7 seconds.
So it can only happen once every 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I think for that reason, it's really bad, and if not bottom tier. Because without that, it's like, you're tanking a lot of damage and all that, and late game you could be firing daggers out to everyone, but in the late game, you're guaranteed to fire off another dagger to someone every 7 seconds. Who cares?
Bottom tier?
Well, I really don't mind bottom.
Alright, fine. Bottom it goes. Spirit Breaker, Nether Strike grants a break and gives you spell immunity.
This
is pretty good, yeah. In middle, I don't think it's like a mind-blowing.
Good, not bad.
Break is like a mechanic that situationally is S.
Yeah.
Other times is not felt whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then the magic immunity is always pretty good.
Yeah.
But I would just say average of a middle.
Yeah. We put PA middle, so I feel like we should put this on middle as well.
Yeah, and you would use this on a PA and just laugh your way to the bank.
Oh, for sure, yeah. This is an interesting one. Storm Spirit Overload gives allied heroes 3 overload chances and provides bonus attack speed. I think this is underrated. I think this is really good.
You've got the 25 talent, which synergizes the bounce of overload. The attack speed element is cool. I think it is good. Again, I'd say like 2.5. I don't know if whether it warrants the second highest.
Yeah,
because it's a very nice to have.
It's the kind of thing that, again, it's like the what was that other hero? The one that's really good with the Ags, but without it, not that insane. I just think when you have Ags, it's nuts, because if you ever catch 2 or 3 heroes and you have this,
they blow up.
You just instantly destroy the heroes you've caught. Sven, Warcry undispellable and passively grants armor to all allies near Sven. I don't think it's that good. Who's dispelling Warcry really? It's not like a priority, is it? Second bottom? It's not bad. It's not like terrible, but I don't think it's as good as some of these 2.5s. Techies, the increases blast off cast range.
S and move on.
Provides a 1.8 second stun. Yeah, this is actually
1.8 second stun from outside the monitor. It's just it's unbelievable.
Guarantees your bombs go off.
Yeah. Increases max. This is TA. Increases max trap count and trap vision range when activated. Traps now silence effective enemies. I think it's middle tier. It is really good. It is actually underratedly good. It sounds kind of meh, but actually is nuts.
Yeah, I think it's good, but it's not immensely important.
Yeah. TB. This is the Oh no, I was getting mixed up with the Ags. This is not the mini meta. This is costs part of Terrorblade.
No, this is the mini. Well, it's like a demon zeal thing.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's like another... I don't know. I've never seen it, but I think people get it.
Right.
In a
Spelling
Supreme late
terribly.
game, I don't know.
So it dispels you and provides bonus movement and attack speed. The bonuses are stronger out of Metamorphosis. I don't think it's good if it's best used when you're not meted. Because you kind of want to go when you're meted and be at max strength at that point. Second bottom? I don't think I've not seen it, so maybe it's really good, but I'm not convinced.
Works for me.
Tide. This is the one where Anchor Smash affects buildings and increases damage, reduces cooldown. I have no idea what to think about this one.
If you're going right click, it's core.
Is it core right click?
On right click Tide, yeah.
Let's see the
Middle?
damage. Goes at what? 75. The cooldown goes down 1 sec. I guess the cooldown reduction is pretty.
Yeah, the cooldown is pretty nice.
4 seconds to 3 seconds is quite significant on right click Tide. So yeah, put it A, tier 1, second highest. Game flow.
Oh, you're putting it second highest.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't because POS 1 or POS 2 Tide is not
Is pretty
conventional.
low.
So
We
yeah,
said
maybe
mid.
middle. Yeah,
Fireball, A tier and move on. Second tier, it's pretty sick.
And
happy.
push.
Yeah. Tinker, this is,
That was Timbersaw Fireball.
yes.
Oh, flamethrower.
Yeah,
not
Flamethrower,
peak.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is-
suplex. Fire suplex.
Suplex.
Fire,
Alright,
fire plugs.
Next one, Tinker Warp Flare Suplex. Grants flare towards enemy, dealing damage, teleporting them away, and reducing their cast range and attack range for
Never
3
seen
seconds.
it.
Never seen it.
I've
Happy
never
for it to go
understood
bomb.
this. Never understood it. So
No, I don't think anyone's ever bought it ever.
Throw it in the bottom.
Yeah. Tiny,
Throw
tree, we know what
tiny-
this one does.
Tiny, best in the game. Move on.
Yeah, that can go at the top.
I mean, I put it in the top.
Yeah.
It's S.
what does it do? The tree grab infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get it as soon as you can.
What do you mean?
That's just the end of
You
it.
mean the 1/3 cost Battle Fury at 15 minutes when you've already purchased Tread's Echo?
Yeah. You just get
Yeah.
it. You get it as soon as you can on Tiny's end of story, and he's the best carry in the game. So causes this is tree, move faster, become invisible with nature's guise, root enemies upon attacking. I think this one is actually all right. I think I'm just middle tier,
Yeah.
unless anyone has a stronger opinion.
Oh, I think it's middle.
Marco Troll. This is the one where you. Oh no, it's different. That's the Ags where you dispel with your axes. This
one,
is
like,
the
you
Rampage.
Can, yeah, Rampage.
Ugh. Give your allies attack speed.
Yeah. Bonus attack speed of 70. And status resist of 25.
That's what the shard. That's what Rampage does, which is what the shard gives you. I don't really care for giving my allies attack speed or status resistance. So
And it's not both at the same time. It depends on what stance you're in. Which one of those two you get. Second bottom? I don't think it's terrible.
It's not terrible. I would put it second bottom because you're sieging for a bit and you get bonus attack speed, and then they glyph, and it's whatever. 80-second cooldown. Fuck me. Maybe like if it was 20 seconds, it would be middle, but 80.
Tusk, Ice Shards. I don't think it's good. This is the deep Ice Shards where they're a bit slowed. I've seen it's pretty trash. I used to like Sigil. I'm sad it's gone. Second bottom?
Sigil will be back as either a shard, Ags,
Or
talent,
talent, yeah.
or new hero.
Yeah. What even is this one? Underlord. This is
This
the
is-
self-targeted Firestorm. Okay.
Self-targeted extra
Tick
firestorms, and it will follow you.
I played a fair bit of Underlord. I don't think it's good. Second bottom, I never really want to get this. To be
I
totally
think that
honest.
some people are really getting it. I think
Yeah.
pros are getting it, aren't they?
Middle tier, yeah, it is better in pro games.
Because you use your ulti and show up and just follow.
This Underlord. Does someone have a feeling about this one? Golem cooldown by 35.
You mean
Warlock?
Undying?
Oh, Undying.
Undying, yeah.
Is that his old Golem?
Flesh
Yeah,
Golem.
reduces Golem
Flesh
cooldown by
Golem.
35.
I think Flesh Golem's really good.
It
Is this not
yeah.
where you punch, you make a zombie?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is really good.
Really
Especially
good.
against Roche.
Adam loves a Roche.
So, well, I'm Adam. You can put it wherever you want. Go with
Middle.
it.
Ursa's is
Ursa?
probably A.
Yeah. Move on.
Mini enrage when you Q.
Yeah. Magic missile bounce. Is this S?
It's S.
Oh,
Yeah,
S.
this is insane. Yeah.
Absolutely S.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what used to be Wave of Terror steals like 20 damage or some bullshit, and now it's like, hey, let's make your stun twice as good. Also, when you die with Ags, you just get another double stun right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bonk. Yeah, it's nuts. Venomancer. This is the Gale travel range, and when Gale impacts, it causes wards around them. It's not good, is it?
Sounds like a talent. Ugh, yeah, sounds good.
I mean, I would say A, but
Really?
no one likes my poison boy, so I'm cool with it being in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go middle. I don't think it's A,
why is it middle?
but I also don't know.
For what cast range? 2 wards.
Bro, making the war, you hit 2 heroes, you make 4 wards.
So
You
it
hit-
doesn't matter. The world doesn't change if there's 4 wards or not 4 wards. You're either winning a team fight or you're losing a team fight or you're TPing home. I don't think the wards change anything about the
You
way.
get big poison sting slows.
I don't. You've already slowed them.
You go the Gale reduction talent, you get multiples off in the fight.
Alright.
This
All of a sudden
can't
there's
be
20
above
there's
middle.
20 snake wards everywhere.
Cannot
We
be
don't have-
above middle.
We don't
I
have
put
time
it
for
in the middle.
discussion.
Okay.
I put it in the middle, so I don't know why.
Bottom tier right now.
Then from one annoying hero to another green hero, poison attack. This one is sick. It gives you can use poison attack on buildings and
and
every
minus
tick
armor.
reduces armor. So you actually just first of all, you mince buildings, and if you
We
get
got
a
rid
few-
of win lane lose game because you actually push.
Yeah, I think this is A tier. I don't think it's S, but it is really, really good. Yeah, let's just move on. Visage. Oh
Can
god, I
stone
hate this one
himself.
so much. Yeah, you cast Stone Gaze. I used to cast Stone Form on yourself. Middle tier. I don't think it's game breaking, but it is to have a lot of utility.
Yeah, the Ags is definitely like more OP.
Yes,
But-
I think so. Yeah.
The stone form is definitely part of the OP, like the pub stomp.
Mhm. Void Spirit, this used to be really, really OP, and I don't think it's as OP anymore, but it's still really good. Outer Ring on Dissimulate and damage by 150.
Does it cooldown reduction as well?
I don't think so. Don't think it does CD reduction. But the damage used to be a lot higher. It used to give more bonus damage.
Yeah, I would still think it's A, but
135 more damage now.
because you can jump. I mean, the extra range.
The
It's
extra range
definitely
is pretty good.
A.
Alright, let's move on then, because it's not S, it's not middle. Shadow Word AoE on Warlock.
Meh.
It's so average, yeah. Second bottom, I think. Move on.
Yeah.
Weaver, Swarm by 2 seconds, and Latch on to
Hits
reveal
invisibles,
Interesting.
and your E will hit everyone with a bug. Right?
Oh, is that part of it? I didn't realise.
Agslab gameplay.
Is that not part of it? Where your Geminate attack will hit all the... That might be a town. I don't know.
I mean, that's Agslab.
No,
No, I think
Mason-
you're right, actually. I think you're right.
Mason definitely buys this, and he's a Grandmaster tier Weaver. I
A
think
tier?
it's A. I think it's insane on core and support Weaver. The
Yeah.
bugs are really annoying, and the fact that it reveals invis is really strong. and then everyone's always
that.
stuck in the do I spend this time hitting a bug and stop moving, or do I just keep running and have my minus armor keep going lower and lower?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Winranger, this used to be S when it was global. Is it still S? Gale Force?
It's
Everyone
not
knows
S,
this.
but it's still good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's A. When it was global, I think it was S.
Also, what kind of a joke back to Weaver, -2 cooldown? -2 second cooldown. Like, it's such a throwaway line.
Yeah.
It
It's a
is
weird
so
one, yeah.
negligible. Because I think it's probably like...
20 to 18.
Yeah, it's literally a 10% reduction. It's like nothing. So why even do it? Anyways.
Wyvern, we're into the final four. This used to be S tier when it reduced cooldown to like 0.1 seconds or whatever it used to do.
Now it just spits out a W, and I think it's kind of bad.
Cooldown by 4 seconds still, I think. But it used to be like 10 or something absolutely redonk. Yeah. I don't think it's that good anymore.
Let's
No, I
check.
don't think so.
Let me just check the numbers. So it goes from
I think
15 to 11 duration.
The W part of it is so underwhelming.
Yeah, that's terrible. It's
Yeah.
so negligible.
Yeah.
No
Second
one
bottom
stays
or middle?
around.
It's not.
So you buying this solely for cooldown reduction? I think that makes it a D.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, happy with that.
Game knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, fall from grace?
Yeah.
Voodoo
switcheroo.
This is one of my favourite shards in the game. I don't
Fun
think it's...
factor S.
Oh, yeah. Fun Factor S. I still think it's really good.
Do you want your
You
plus
can,
5 to
you
build
can
this?
disjoint stuns and stuff. It's so sick.
I'm not happy if I see a plus 5 building it, so the intuition
but
says
I'm
it's
like-
not good.
I'm tanking like 3 spells if I get this item.
Yeah, it's the whole this.
I'm
plus a
disjointing
glimmer,
like 3 stuns.
You can't die. You're just so survivable. The time it buys you.
It's
I
obviously
buy
not
this
bad.
item and I like turn into a bristle.
If I was playing plus 5, I probably would want to build it. It's true, but then I feel like I'd also, if I was playing ranked, I'd get in the position of, oh shit, I'm getting gold here. Could sink it into this. Oh wait, my team doesn't require me to have this fun gimmick to win. My team actually would rather me have a 4-staff, and then that will help us win more. Do you know what I mean? So maybe if you're like smurfing a plus 5, but realistically,
Middle tier?
middle.
Wraith King. This is the mana cost on reincarnation. It's like the opposite
S
of Witch
tier.
Doctor.
S tier against anti-mage.
Yeah, you need to get it in certain matchups.
I don't think it is overall good enough for S tier though.
Yeah, it's one of those.
No,
where
I
it's
said
like,
against anti-mage, it is S tier.
it's just the fact that it's literally required versus some heroes.
What else
So
does
like
it-
it is good, but it's not. It doesn't give you anything. It just takes.
Does it
away one
not
of your
make
biggest
skeletons
weaknesses.
or something when you die?
I used to want 3 skeletons near the enemy when reincarnation is triggered.
So I played a game where AM went like diffusal build. He didn't go Battle Fury. He went for like diffusal. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy this Wraith King." I just bought this first at 15 minutes and the game was over. Like he couldn't do anything. But it's I don't know what you make this is necessary. It's not necessarily good, but sometimes you have to buy it. So I don't know what that does.
Yeah, it's an interesting one,
goes.
isn't it?
Middle.
Probably in the middle.
Yeah, probably in middle. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then finally, we made it to the end. The last hero here we have is Zeus, this is the Mario jump, isn't it? Oh no, Mario jump's built in.
No, Zeus gets his static field back.
That's got to be good, right? Static field is nuts, isn't it?
I thought it was a really good spell before, so I don't know why it wouldn't be good now, but also I don't know if people will buy it, like spend $1,400 on it when they could get their other things.
Yeah, you kind of want to be getting like Ags and Aether and Refresher. And stuff. But don't you... Isn't it too good to pass up? 9% of current HP on a spell. I don't know, middle, because we're not sure. And it seems good.
I mean,
also,
I think
you want gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we made it. We actually did it.
Damn, that 43, we went fast.
Yeah, we pulled
How's
it out
our
a little bit.
distribution?
Looks like a bell curve to me.
Yeah, come and find out on the Discord if you're a listener. We'll post this by the time the pod goes, which will probably be maybe tomorrow. We're recording this on a Wednesday.
Our bell curve is slightly shifted, but it still has a distribution, I think.
Yeah, and I think it reflects roughly that shards are really good. That it's slightly shifted towards the S tier. Like, as an item, shard is pretty OP.
There aren't many super trash.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for tuning in this week, and we'll be back with a non-shard related episode next week. And until then, have a final whistle.